portal, but at the same time, I saw that they built through the like they just recruited. So it really depends. But it regardless, is like they've been playing football for 4 years against some guys that just like are not as experienced and then they're probably not fully developed as like men and probably football players yet. Indiana, I'm interested to see what they do next year because now it's just like, are you going to really hit the portal or are you just going to recruit guys and do what it is? Because this game, if anything, it kind of showed another hole in Oregon. It's just like they just good at wearing jerseys, but when it comes to playing like football, just uh, they have a big game. They talk a big game, but don't back it up. But mostly about that, it was really a showing of just like, okay, this team is overall just better than y'all offensively, defensively, uh, respectively. Coaching is better too. Um, Nothing too excited about that game. It was a blowout. Not saying I don't like seeing blowouts. It's just like at a certain point, like, oh wow, this is severely one sided. I did not think it was going to be this one sided, but we quickly found out like, yeah, their players do not match up, which I did not see that coming. I don't know why. But I guess the Oregon Prestige and Indiana Hoosiers just coming out of nowhere, and that's more of a basketball state. And it's just like, well, now their football team is just like, boop, here we are. So that really exciting to see. I'm excited again for Mendoza, putting more on for his Heisman after even his Heisman campaign, just building his draft stock. Hopefully, he goes to the draft after this. Actually, I think he has to go to the draft after this. He might be a fifth year senior. So I'm interested to see if they do win it all now because um, it's just very interesting because that's a very different type of college football, college team. So I'm very interested. If they win it all, that's definitely going to change the landscape of college football. Because now it's like, okay, if just like Rick said, depending on how you do it, you don't kind of have to go through NIL. That's not how they just went recruiting wise. But then again, if that's how they did it too, it's just like, okay, now it just gives NIL more power than ever. So it just seems like Power Five schools not are kind of lowering themselves at this point. But anything else to add to that one, or we can move on to Ole Miss Miami because I know Marky, since you're a Florida guy, you're very excited about that.
So yeah, just a little bit more as far as the Indiana Oregon, more so towards the QB. Um, I'm not sure if you guys saw what I put in the group chat as far as them comparing to the
Oh
2019
man,
LSU
man,
Joe
I'm
Burrow
crying.
Heisman season. I don't know if the
It's a
admin
poor
was bored
comparison,
or
bro.
what, but
But they
that's
do
not.
that for every Heisman winner, though. I'm not surprised that they did it. It's just the fact that's the first time they probably should have looked at numbers and just said, let's compare certain things. Because for Burrow threw 20 more touchdowns than him
And
in
practically like
like
2,000 more yards.
and two
Yeah.
thousand more yards. And I'm like, and you had the nerve to put that on screen. I wouldn't even compare it. I was like, yeah, this is just like this is their season, that season. Yeah, it's just nah. That it's funny. It's funny. And shout out again to Mendoza because like he's just a different type of player. Obviously I think Burrow's better, but that's one of those comparisons where like that's an all-time great team. And no offense to Indiana, even if they do win it all, like I don't know how much. It's like, yeah, it's just one of the greatest college football teams of all time. They probably won't say this, but this is like one of the years. Like, yeah, this is a good team that really won. They're a good coach team, good team overall, but they won. This won't be an all-time great team.
I
Yeah,
hate when they always do that. It's just like, oh, can this be the greatest of all? Like, no, just stop. Like, just don't put that expectation on them. Like, just let them play the damn game.
Some
yeah,
teams are just good that year. Like it, I don't think I don't, and I can eat my words next year. Do I think Indiana's going to be this good next year? No, because I just think NIL is so different. I think they're going to be good. I don't know if they're going to be that good because they're not. Now it's going to be like, okay, can you build a history and a dynasty now, or just a history, a culture of winning? This be our first chip if y'all win it, cool. But then like, okay, now you have to build upon it. Teams only get better, and NIL change stuff and money change stuff, especially now. So I can't really put that down for that. But to compare them to that team that were like you had two first round draft pick receivers like on either side of the ball, and you had Joe Burrow. So it's just like, come on. But at the same time, I understand comparison brings numbers, and if I forgot the quote is like if it has numbers, we can compare it. So I'm not surprised that it came up at all. It's just sad because like Mendoza's so not that he cool and he's very like a humble guy. I know he probably don't care about it, but people comparing his numbers like he's really nothing to compare. He's the Heisman winner this year. Obviously, Joe Burrow it was playing out of his world in 2019. But shout out to both of them. It's just like the 2019 LSU and 2001 Canes. Which I love that debate, and even like I'm an LSU like fan. Like this is my team. I'm from Louisiana, so even I know 2001 Hurricanes. I don't care what moves you have; they're a better team than us. I'm fine with us playing, but we're gonna lose. First, that's what I think. Because that's just a better overall team on both sides of the ball. Defense, they can score points on defense if they wanted. But that's what I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I love the one Hurricanes team. That's like one of in between that and 2005 USC Trojans. I wanted to go to those. Those are my two dream schools to go to in college.
Wait,
And
which
then I
which
saw
year the Trojans?
'05.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, that was
Yeah,
that was Reggie Bush. That was
yeah,
Reggie
Reggie
Bush
Bush.
Trojans.
Yeah, '04 '05 Trojans because I was with Matt Liner, Reggie Bush, and Mendel White. And then you had uh you know, Hurricanes, you had the 2000. I wasn't there for the 90s. I was born in '99. But the 2001 Hurricanes, you had like Ed Reed and all them boys right there, and especially the U Reloaded. I looked at that, and then I watched the documentary. I'm like, man, I just need to go there. That's it in my mind. But those are my first two schools I ever wanted to go to college. That I said to go there, but like those are the schools that for sure. I was like, yeah, I gotta play there.
Yeah.
Um, you want to go to Ole Miss Miami because that was a better game.
Yeah, yeah. So Ole Miss, Miami was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a great game.
That was
A lot of offense. There was some defense involved. What I think really made it to be the game decider was Miami making Ole Miss tackle in space. Um, Now Ole Miss ended up being like the number three worst tackling team in the SEC, but for them to not go to a conference championship, still end up being like 13-2 to finish their season, and to be that bad tackling wise, I mean, it says to their offense
yeah. I'm
that
about to
their
say that's pretty impressive.
yeah, that their offense could pretty much outscore anybody, which I thought was going to be an issue. But then I looked at literally the first half and the time of possession that Miami had, knocking out these 10 to 15 play drives and wearing down the defense. I said this is going to come back in the third and fourth quarter. And lo and behold, third and fourth quarter roll around and they're still knocking out 10 to 12 play drives, just wearing down the defensive line, and they're making Ole Miss rotate through their guys. And then on top of it, Ole Miss playing fast, just trying to score the ball. They would go down and score like when Miami, I think, scored first, scored their field goal, and then we got to the second quarter. Ole Miss had scored, I think, within like 5 plays, 5 or 6 plays, which only took, I think, a minute and a half to maybe 2 minutes, and the defense is right back on the field. Here goes Miami, 10 to 12 plays, touchdown. So it's like I felt like if Ole Miss would have slowed themselves down, knowing that the offense they could speed up anytime they want, they could have won this game. But I feel like them going too fast hurt their defense ultimately throughout the game.
I completely agree with everything you just said. Now, I only added is I think Lane Kiffin would have given him a better opportunity to win it. I think they're still going to lose that game. Just again, like you said, tackle in space. Shout out to also again, shout out to Malachi Tony, that dude's a beast. But other than that, I agree with everything else you said. Shout out to dude. I think his name is Trinidad, whatever number 6 with Trinidad for Ole Miss. Please go to the draft. Don't even though he couldn't get it, he wanted another year, like a 6th year or 5th year. I think a 5th year. Yeah, 5th year. Hey man, just
It's
go to the
going
draft.
now.
Yeah, high draft stock
Hmm.
now. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's time. But other than that, I was like, that's very good game. Shout out to Malachi Tony, definitely a game changer. Miami for sure. I think Stephen A. Smith said like certain teams when they're like up and high and like winning, it makes college football better. Miami's one for sure. LSU's one. Alabama's one for sure. So I'm happy to see Miami back to like prominence again. Shout out to that coach. I don't know, is he leaving next or is he staying there?
He should be staying there. You talking about Miami's head coach?
Yeah, because I heard that he was well. I think that's his last year of contract. I don't know because he should stay there, especially if they win. But I don't know if they're winning. But even if they lose, stay there because you built a culture now and you got actually a solid team. But if he leaves, I don't know where you go. But good game overall. And I'm interested to see what Ole Miss does after this too, because like I don't think they're gonna give that job to that interim head coach. I just don't. I don't know if
Yeah,
they
they
trust
won't.
him that much. Plus, yeah, just like because now you see your flaws at certain stuff. And you're like, well, he was part of Lane Kiffin program, so like I don't think that's gonna work. Again, I think he can still remain there, but I don't think he's gonna get the head coaching spot. They're gonna need somebody to come in with a mindset like, okay, well, we see our flaws, especially defensively. We're gonna need somebody to build it up lane. Like Kiffin, obviously, is an offensive guy, definitely throw that ball around. So it's just like now we need to kind of balance it out depending. But overall, great game, both sides of the ball. Those are the type of games I really like. Shout out to Miami, shout out to Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's a
Can't
crazy
wait for
stat
the
line.
can't wait for Indiana versus Miami. Can't wait for that one.
Nah, that's facts though. Bro, that stat line for
Yeah,
possession was 41 minutes. Miami had the ball 41 minutes compared to Old Miss for 18. Jesus.
Yeah,
they
that's
were
a
definitely
problem.
controlling the ball. They were definitely controlling the ball
Yeah,
more.
they was throwing that ball.
And, but that's why I said like that interim head coach, respectfully, like that. I think coaching played a part of that too. Not as it's different from like the Indiana Oregon game because at least I thought Dane Lenny was better than that. Apparently he's not. That coaching for sure. I think that chess match of Lane Kiffin versus I forgot dude's name for Miami, that probably would have been a better chess match because at the end of the day, dude's just using Lane Kiffin's playbook.
ZZZZ.
And if you don't know how to like really use that, like he's using it, and already knowing the downsides of your team all defensively, you're probably gonna get beat anyway, which happens. But that's those are one of the chess matches I wanted to see with certain head coaches, use their strengths and weaknesses and how they just like move the board like that. And I'm like, even when, like after a certain point, like he knows his team a little bit better than other dudes. Those dudes kind of just, hey, I'm just trying to survive, in my opinion. But still, a good game nonetheless.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
You,
Yo, this is
you
crazy
think
for.
you think Beck's gonna do anything in the NFL?
I'm excited to see what he does in the NFL. I don't know. I think he's third round at best. If he's for sure, like if he balls out for like that last game, he's for sure top three, like top three rounds. I think he's a backup, but a start. No, I don't think he's a starter. I'll say backup at best. About like a good journeyman, a good journeyman. I don't think he's a starter
I think
personally.
that's fair. That's fair. I think he'll have a good career in the NFL because I just feel like
He'll make
he
money.
yeah he'll make money. He understands and knows how to adapt. I feel like it'll like SP said he'll be probably like a third or fourth round pick. He'll he'll be a backup probably the first 2 to 3 years. I think he'll get a chance at the starting job. He'll do decent, but then I feel like he'll grow as time goes on. As long as he's not rushed into the like the starting role, I feel like he'll have a great career.
Yeah, I'm
Like
for
maybe to the
not.
Rams to sit behind Stafford.
That would yeah.
Yes, my
He'd
mom.
Yeah,
he would have to sit
I'm not
behind
mad at that.
somebody who has probably like 3 or 4 years left. Oh,
Yeah. Because what happened to Stetson Bennett? Because I thought that was because he got drafted by the Rams and he was their project guy, but I know he was I think I don't want to misspeak. He was having like some mental health issues and he stepped away from the game. I don't know if he ever came back, but I always thought he was going to be a nice backup or just in case. I never thought he was going to be a starter, but he definitely understands the game and like he understands football and just solid team. Like if somebody get hurt, Stetson Bennett can definitely put the weight on not the weight of the team. He can definitely manage the game and like he he could win you a game possibly, but he definitely won't lose you the game. I think Carson Beck could do the exact same thing. Just like how Mark said, all those attributes true. Now, if he's a franchise, I don't think he is, but he can for sure prove me wrong.
So we have Indiana's quarterback, which we know for sure is going number one, and then we have
Yes,
Oregon's quarterback
not
who
that. Sorry.
kind of played like shit. So the question is, Beck makes it to the finals. Does that technically mean Beck's a better quarterback than him, or would you say no,
Better team.
better team?
I don't know. I don't know better quarterback because even the Mendoza thing, because he just got on notice. Be like he had a good team run. That's what I'm like. Is he for sure gonna be first round pick? Might be first pick overall. Yeah, because I think the Raiders got it. True, but he might. I think it's a better team thing, even for him too. But I think Mendoza is still better than Beck. So and again, I think Mendoza might be a solid starter. Will he be like when I put the franchise on him? No, but he's done so well to where you're gonna have to bank the franchise on him. To where it's like, okay, let me see what you do. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But he's accomplished enough to where you kind of can hand him the keys. So do I think Dante Moore is a better quarterback than Mendoza? Like overall, yes, I will say that. Yes.
Do you think the Raiders are just a quarterback away, or they need a lot more?
They need a little bit more. They need defense. They need something on defense. They need not something. They need to get some help on defense. They got their running back. They need to protect their running back. Build for sure. Well, if anything, if they want to get a quarterback, the first thing whoever I call, I say get you an O line because yes, did they have a bad quarterback this year, but they had a terrible O line too. So they don't put it all on him. Not saying you, but like for the Raiders fan, please don't put it all on that quarterback or Gino. They got it. Was Gino bad? Yes. But was his O line just as bad? Yes. So so I because Mendoza has a great O line. So he get drafted there, or even Dante Moore. Well, okay, I misspoke. I don't because I haven't watched too many Oregon games, but out of what I've seen, I like Dante Moore. He's a little bit more athletic, can get out the pocket more. But maybe that's what I like in a QB style. I could say if somebody said Mendoza better than Dante Moore, I'm not mad at that. I actually agree. Cool. But depending on which team you go to, if they just give you scraps to play with, you're gonna have to start making plays. I don't know how much Mendoza can make plays like that with given that type of Raiders team
Yeah,
right now.
he
Especially
don't seem like a actual mobile QB. He seems
that's
more
what I'm saying.
pocket passer, true West Coast offense type QB.
And if they draft him and just say, "Hey man, we drafted you, we hand you the keys, but you have the same protection as Gino got," you kind of starting him off with failure, and you kind of putting a lot on him to say like, "Hey, you got medium pass, you got subpar to okay pass protection, and just go out there and make something happen." Especially you kind of ruin him. I'd rather sit behind somebody, but obviously he does so well. He's not going to go to a decent team with a good structure. Raiders have bad structure, so it's just like is Trinidad. If somebody said is Trinidad a better quarterback than Mendoza, that's a better conversation in my eye. Like comparing their journeys because they're kind of similar in a way. One, I think Trinidad went through a lot more of just like going from different school to school, but also he still was the successful. I think Marquis he won like a D2 championship or something like that.
You talking about Chambers?
Yeah, Chambers.
He ended up winning two D2 championships. I believe he before he transferred to Ole Miss.
Yeah, and did pretty well at Ole Miss. That's a conversation. Who's the like I think he has a promising career if he actually like sticks to it and goes to a certain particular team that helps him too. So, but I can that argument of like who's better in that aspect because I think Duke can actually can do a little bit. I think Duke can do a little bit. He makes a check. I don't know about Baker franchise, but I think I can see him as a starter too, just like Mendoza. But I'm not really mad at that. If whoever picks that would do, I think Mendoza's gonna have a hard time when he first hit the league because if it's true he going the first overall pick, which I think is the Raiders, I feel sorry for him because it's not gonna be like Indiana at all. It's for sure not gonna be like that.
Knowing him,
Just have to definitely pick the right coach too.
yeah. But
Yes,
knowing
yeah,
him, he should be good because you think about it, that boy only got LinkedIn as his social media. He could be locked in.
no, I'm not. Oh, I think he locked in. I just think he needs a team too, not a full team, but like he needs pass protection at least. I think at least one receiver. I don't know who they got on the Raiders. I didn't really watch Raiders football that much. They got a running back, so he do have some like a safety blanket with Gentry, but at the
And they
same time,
have tight end
oh yeah,
Browers, and then the receiver Myers
Bowers.
too. They have weapons.
They got okay. They improve
They
that pass
definitely have weapons.
protection. Yeah, but he's not. If anything, that he's gonna be a failure, it's gonna be a team thing to where it's just like he just went to the Raiders. It's not gonna be completely less like okay, he's not a bad quarterback. I just think he needs a little bit more help than some quarterbacks who were like he can't Lamar it, he can't Patrick Mahomes it, he can't
Yeah,
Josh Allen it. Obviously, every quarterback's different, but even Burrow can like, hey, when it's time to make shit shake, I can make something happen. So and Burrow's not
yeah,
the most mobile, but he's mobile enough. But again, I'm very interested to see what Mendoza does. Not wishing no hate on him. I'm just like, hey, if you go to the Raiders, you're gonna definitely need some help too, especially just pass protection. Right, he definitely has some weapons but you just need a little bit more help. Are they a quarterback away? No. They need a new head coach too because I think they fired Pete Carroll. I don't know if I'm
yep.
wrong,
They did. He's gone.
and I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years, but was it after one season?
One season.
That
He
is
just,
hilarious. That's how
but he's
he got
on. Like if you notice a lot of the coaches in the NFL now are younger because that old school type of coaching it just doesn't sit anymore.
I
It
agree.
doesn't fit the NFL like it used to.
And you know what's crazy? I'm surprised Chip Kelly got with them going back to younger coaches. I'm surprised
Yeah,
Chip Kelly went back to college instead of trying to stick it out for a few more years in the NFL.
Man, fuck Chip Kelly. I
because
don't ever want
he
to
was
see him on the NFL
horrible.
side.
He was horrible.
That Philly
I'm a
stint was
Cowboys
bad.
fan saying that. I don't even like because I actually sadly I as a Cowboys fan I like that triplet team they had of Mike Vick, LaShawn McCoy, and Deshaun Jackson. I like that whole team. Now, that I hate playing against them, yes, but did I like watching them? I love watching them. So when he broke that team up and how he broke it up and the personal feelings of that, they were like, I want all my Oregon guys, and I'm going to win with my Oregon guys with this fast-paced offense. And literally all the players were telling him and how he was running it like a college, not like they weren't grown men, like dude. you can't tell a dude worth 40 million and got like a kid and a mortgage a house like, yeah, man, I need you in at this time. So yes, by team wise, but like, hey, you're gonna run it like a college program. You can't manage grown men like a college program. They're in the league already. It's different from like I'm trying to get in there and then like I'm here and I've been here longer than you and I got more money than you. So like I hated how he blew that up and now his abuse of power ruined that team for a good 5 to 6 years. It set them back
Um,
bad.
Side note though, Mark, you know your stream just says be right back, right?
Yeah, I know I had a little incident, so I just had to be off camera for a few.
Okay, man. Is the cake okay?
Yeah, the cakes, and I mean, we made it in the cupcakes, but yeah, we
Oh,
working
okay.
on
You
them.
make it. Okay, man. I'm just making sure that's the priority right there. That's the number one priority.
Not the number one priority. That's crazy.
That's the number one priority is the cupcakes, and then like everything else could be solved after, but like we can't burn that.
Yeah, we got to
Not
know.
that's not
Yeah, yeah.
okay. But other than that, I think that's it for sports. Other than I don't know, y'all want to talk about playoff games or Rick, you want to take it over with some of the other topics we have. Well, it just depends. Oh,
It's kind of hard. Jordan's not here, so it's hard to, especially with the game wise and everything like that, to start that.
well,
Um,
okay, you got it.
no, no, no. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, rest in peace, the lady who got shot I think Minneapolis, Minnesota, by ICE. Rest in peace. You know, thoughts and prayers to your family. Um, I definitely do not approve of anything that ICE is doing. They need to disband and get rid of that completely. I'm just speaking me and my beliefs. I don't put that on nobody else. But rest in peace to that family. Rest in peace. And then thoughts and prayers to her family. 'Cause I think it was a woman. And thoughts and prayers for that community right now.
I'm gonna say one thing on that, and I've tried to stay away from politics and stuff like that. And the organization of ICE is put in place to stop people from, I guess, coming into the United States undocumented in a sense like that. Nowhere at all did that ever become a point of shooting people. Like, that's just a problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it, yeah, I understand why the department was made, but I think who's leading the department, aka the president, kind of like, this is where you kind of gotta like, oh, we don't approve of that. Like, yeah, we're here to protect the country, but not in that standpoint. Like, that's a problem, man. And the fact that you let it go, you ain't saying nothing about it yet. Still, like, just I don't know.
Yeah,
Makes me
yeah,
wonder.
yeah. Every day, every day is it's definitely something every day. Uh, I'm yeah. I was speaking for me and my beliefs. I just believe complete dismantlement of ICE, even though I understand it's for that. Now prove that. They're like, hey man, to let people make their money. And I think if you're trying to target the cartel, they're not working at Lowe's or
Yeah.
they're not. You know,
Their kids to school.
everywhere they come, yeah, they're not at school. Like imagine, like I hear and you see like ICE coming up to school. Like if you're gonna yeah, it's just like they're not even targeting the stuff that what they say they're not even doing what they were for them to do. Like you're actually hurting the country because those people who do those jobs they're needed. Yeah, and I'm not saying those people in that way like that. Those they're skilled in certain jobs of like of building houses of certain stuff that they're skilled to do. You take them, it's just like okay, so who's gonna do these jobs now? So and then I was up in the air. So but shout out to the people who are like pushing back on ICE and really trying to like who got those paper or trying to put I forget what it's called, Mark and Rick. When you sign something and try to get people put out or something like that. What's the document called when enough signatures get put on a paper or something like that?
Uh, petition.
Yeah, petition. I think at least I thought I might be wrong again, my misspoke, but they're having a petition to be for them to like disband or get out of Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota, or just in general to like to stop ICE in general, which I am completely for. But my just thoughts and prayers to those who've been affected by ICE, who are from this country and who aren't from this country, because everybody deserves opportunity, documented or undocumented. If you're not causing any problems or anything, doing no crimes, hey man, come make you money. Because at the end of the day, not saying everybody is an immigrant, but most people, if you track your lineage, you're not from this country anyway. So in my with in my opinion. But thoughts and prayers to that community. But I'm completely for dismantling the whole ICE. They don't know. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, and sadly, I think it's gonna get worse. Because let's look at who we got in president and how he don't care. But yeah, I'm completely for the dismantlement for them. Just this man ICE. But thoughts and prayers. Mark, do you have anything to add? I know me and Rick talked. I don't know you want. I don't know if you have anything.
No, I didn't really have anything to add on it. It is sad to see that the country is in kind of going in the direction that it is when it can be a simple fix, but no one really wants to do the work to make that fix.
And I guess we want to switch from a somber note to I guess happier or depending what your team is. The Bills just got eliminated by the Jags. That's interesting. So, but I know, but that's crazy.
But yeah.
Let's see what else. Anybody been watching shows? I know you guys are still on Stranger Things. So you all want to just talk about depending, or we can switch to something completely else. Rick, if you want to ask anything, how y'all liking the season so far? Like where y'all at? I know Mark, you said you're on season 5. Rick said you said you're on season 4. So how y'all
Yeah.
like?
I thought season 3 was phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie, I finished watching it, and I love the fact that season 4 is more like the horror aspect of it. Like that to me is dope as shit. They change the way that they're able to change the show and kind of still make it interesting at the same time. And Dustin's my dog, man. Dustin's on point. Like that man, he is the bread and butter of that group, in my opinion. Forget about was it
Yeah.
Will and his problems, and
Well,
then what? Huh?
Will, no, I'm glad you said forget about Will. I said,
Yeah, man,
Will,
Will and his problems, and
yeah,
then
But you,
Mark and Eleven's bullshit relationship and stuff. Forget about all that. Dustin's a dog. Dustin is
Dustin real.
where's that? Especially in season 4. Season 4, Dustin definitely takes the spotlight of trying to help out the situation and make sure things get resolved and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it
I
is,
like Dustin. Dustin and Steve are my favorite. I like that even
yeah,
how they, well, since y'all both are at points where like how they naturally formed the little brother, big bro, and
yeah,
they both
Yeah.
needed it. Like he needed a big brother, and like not saying Steve needed a big brother, but like having Dustin around helps him, even though he was on the arc of becoming a better person naturally. That even makes him become a better person quicker, and just like okay, I got somebody that I care about this always under me, and I want to be like a better person for him too now. So it's just like I love seeing that, and just like seeing Steve with the kids is hilarious. He like dang,
mm-hmm.
he really he
He's
really
like,
trying to protect the kids.
He's like, I'm not babysitting again. Why is it me? Why is it always
Yeah,
me? So, yeah,
it's funny because when you see them all in that, because there's a certain frame you see it's him and it's all 6 of them, and it's just like
mhm.
dang, he is doing his best out here.
I'm like,
You got a super powered girl. You got kids that not listening to you that are leading you into danger because you're not leading them. You just try to protect them, and you just like, hey man, he don't have the best hands. He damn near loses every fight, but he be in there though. That's what I like.
Yeah, he be
he do
getting his
be in
ass
there.
whooped. He be getting his
He
ass whooped.
be,
He be getting his ass whooped.
and that's a running joke. Like that's like, bro, you just never run on a fight, and he's like, yeah, but I be there. I'm like, yeah, man, yep, you try, and that's what I like effort. If anything, that A for effort, man. And then Nancy and Jonathan Byers relationship, they used to aggravate me, but I was happy at first, and that shit, yeah, yeah. So shout out to Jonathan though, yeah, you got I was about to say little girlfriend, you got your girlfriend, man. But yeah,
Nice
Dustin
to
and Steve
meet
are my,
you.
my favorite with that.
I'm Max.
I do like how they can switch tones, how the Deuce Brothers switch tones from season to season. And you will
Yeah.
notice that in season 2 when you get to well, Mark, you had in season 5, but Rick, when you get to season 5, like okay, this is definitely a tone switch. And then it gets to the point where like there's a lot of different tones in here because there's so many
Hmm.
storylines and
Yeah,
so
there's a
many
lot of
characters.
stories going on.
And that's why people are
Yeah.
like, man, they need one more episode. I'm like, man, just let them end this, please, because it's like all these kids got facial hair. Some of these kids got kids. Some of these kids are starting to show at 23, now they 30 something. And like,
That joint crazy.
it's a funny thing. Yeah, because Joe Keery said, I'm the what Will? No, not Will. Who's Nancy's brother again? Not
Uh,
it's Eleven's boyfriend. What Nancy's little brother, whatever his name is.
Uh huh.
He's
Will.
he's just Yeah,
Oh, Mark. Sorry.
Mark, Mark is the same age right now as when Joe Keery started Stranger Things. So like, how old is he right now? Like in real life, that he said, yeah, man, you're the age I started this show at, and they were like, whoa. And not like whoa, but he was like, oh, okay. It was just he didn't even have is the fact that he pointed it out because I think Mark is 23 now. He said, yeah, I started the same thing at 23, and now 10 years ago, Joe Keery is 33. I'm like, wow, they took 10 years to do this. This nigga is 33 years old.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, when you think about how wild that is, he said you're the same age as when I started Stranger Things. I'm like, whoa. I said but and I said, man, they lucky they got this shit out because and people were still like craving Stranger Things. If they had, if they wouldn't, they would have fucked all around and did the Avatar shit to where you do their sequel 10 years later, and yeah, you make $1 billion, but like you missed your fandom. The niggas ain't like they make money, but nobody has an Avatar fandom. Like Stranger Things has a cult following, and they kind of luckily they kind of fed their following and put out shit in the right time, other than this last season, but they still kind of put in the shit at the right time and they didn't lose it. Sadly, Avatar didn't, even though they were making money because it's visually stunning and a great story at the same time. But you kind of lost your fandom to where you could have had like a whole Avatar craze. Because I remember when that first shit dropped, they're like, man, Avatar's fire. The second one, you're like, yeah, it's gonna happen. And then we're like, so when? Soon. Okay. And and then James Cameron kept just teasing stuff, and after a while, like, man, I don't give a fuck. Then 10 years later, Water or whatever it was called, Way of Water came out. You're like, okay, this is cool. Niggas went to go see this is cool, but it wasn't no fandom no more. So certain things come out, it's like, hey, you hit stride, you gotta follow that shit when or be in the time frame to put out the shit creatively to where it's like you don't lose your fandom and cold following because that's the shit that can push you over above and beyond to where like now Stranger Things has become a universe. I'm not saying Avatar won't, but like they got the Tales of '85 coming out this year, but that's a cartoon. But I think they're gonna be voiced by the same actors that happens between season 2 and 3. And then Duper Brothers are talking about a spinoff that's like not related to Hawkins, but he said he's still gonna feel like Stranger Things. So like they got a whole universe, but they also hit stride at the right time. But shout out to everybody who watched Stranger Things. Shout out if you never saw the spoilers for season 5 and you still like, haven't caught up. But like if you avoided spoilers, I don't know how.
Yeah, I avoided every single one, bro.
Yeah,
I
you
did
gotta stay
not.
off
That,
social
I did
media for
not
that one.
even try. Yep. I did not even try.
because I don't, but because some girl at my job, like, yeah, I'm staying off social media and Facebook, Instagram, avoid for I said, and then after 2 weeks, I'm like, you still off of that? I said, yeah, I'm still trying to avoid that. At this point, like you might, as well, you not caught up. I mean, you might like get on there. Like Instagram tell me my news sometimes. Like if it's spoilers, even though I understand it's that deep, but like,
I'm under the mind
hey,
that you're not gonna spoil nothing for me. I'm gonna watch it whether I want to watch it or not. I
I,
just,
I don't believe what social media says. I'd be like, nah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
so
I'll
real.
watch
he
the
said
shit
it's AI
anyways.
regardless.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it anyways. That's just me.
Me too. But I remember
Damn.
when Avengers Endgame came out, and like, hey man, stay off of social media. And like Marvel was telling like, please don't spoil the experience of the Avengers Endgame. Like, let people put it off for like a certain. I forgot what time frame. I don't even know if they put out a time frame. They just said don't spoil it when they first released. And as people do, people started spoiling. Obviously, I avoided it, but it was just like the fact. I remember I saw a video somebody like yelled out or something where they something that was true, and the dude got jumped. Dude got I was like, dang.
He probably
That's how
deserved
like,
that joint too.
like he got jumped or somebody beat him up. But I was like, dang, it's that serious. But like it's a 10-year amalgamation and a build up of like something that we all it was an experience. And you just gonna like, yeah, yada yada dies, and this happens. And I'm not for putting violence in that, but like, come on, bro, don't be a dick. Like it's not that, and you know why you're doing it for like clout purposes. So it's like even when Doomsday comes out, obviously there's gonna be a part 2 or like the Doomsday and Secret Wars, which I'm excited for. But like, do we know who's part of it? Yes. But do I want to know who dies? Like as soon as like this that comes out, like, hey man, yada yada dies. I'm like, come on, man. Like, let me experience the stuff you experience, man. And that's what I hate when people spoil that. Now, after 2 weeks or a week or so, maybe a week or 2 weeks, hey, my nigga, go crazy on social media. If that happens to find you, that finds you. If you want to talk to it,
Yeah,
but
I feel
like
like it should be a
the
2 week
first thing,
time span.
yeah, I'm a 2 week person. I'm not a week, but 2 weeks. So now, because you kind of get that's half a month. So like, you should have had enough time to go take your. If you care so much about it, take some time out of your day and go to the movies to watch it. In 2 weeks, you should have done it. If you're a true fan, but that's my opinion. But after 2 weeks, if niggas spoil it and you get mad at that, it's like nah. It's just like somebody get mad at a TV show that ended like 10 years ago, and you just yeah, this yada yada happened. Like man, I was gonna watch that. Dude, it ended in 2010. What the fuck
See,
you
that's
mean
my
you gonna
problem.
watch it?
Like, I'ma watch it. Like, I can't let nobody mess that shit up. Like, I'ma watch it. Like, would you just because you told me what happened, I want to see what happens. Like, I don't
Thank
want to
you.
hear from you.
Did you know you
That's a
can
great
pet
mindset to
me?
have because like
Check out the Pet
your
Cafe.
experience of watching it is your experience of watching it. Yes, now is the ending kind of ruined, kind of, but at the same time, it came out so long ago. A good show is a good show. The ending is the
Yeah.
ending. Like it's the experience of watching it. Yes, you know how it ends, but like it's the middle that counts too of how it got there. So like, hey man, there's very few shows that could be ruined to me where like I don't look up the ending first and then I go watch it. At least that's how I watch some like live action shows. Like see how good the ending is. Oh, good ending, cool. Like I've never watched The Sopranos. I hear it's one of the greatest shows of all time. I know how it ends, but I never like watched it. Will I eventually watch it one day? Maybe, but like I was like, okay, this I heard this was a really good show.
Yeah, I was never a fan of Sopranos.
Uh, is speaking back, they said that's great, one of the great shows of all time. The Wire. I've never watched The Wire, but I heard that's a really good show too. This is one of the great. This is probably the greatest football show of all time to me, at least high school football wise. The original Friday Night Lights, the TV series that came after the movie.
Mhm.
That's that's what All American should have been, but hey, that's my opinion.
Man, All American is. I'm mad at what they did. And first of all, it didn't even matter.
That's a whole episode of the gripes we have. Everybody hates, not hates it, but everybody has the same views. Probably
Oh
you do.
no.
You
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, man. Freaking. First of all, first of all, you can't have this man going into NFL and then throwing him routes like you were throwing him routes. Like those routes were the worst routes
Terrible.
I ever
Yes.
seen in like ever seen. I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, why are
Oh
they?
my goodness.
Yo, he'd be going like a quick little tiny post that somehow got to the end zone. I'm like,
No, see,
okay,
you see the meme? It's like he has a. It's the whole like it's a Spencer. They dub it a Spencer James route, which I think is just like a skinny post. He always runs the
yeah,
same route to win the
it's the
game.
rain. It's the
Always
same
the same
skate,
route.
or it's the motion to handoff and straight into the
Yes.
end zone.
Oh my.
Motion to
Oh my
handoff
goodness,
run into the end zone. I'm just like, bro, y'all could have done so
bro.
much
You got to.
better than this.
Yeah, that's
And then
bad.
it's sad because you actually
Yeah,
have
this I did.
the dude who has no
That's a
story,
lemon.
like
That's
he's talking about
a
his life.
watermelon
You
strawberry.
went to the NFL and you're
Very
doing this.
strong.
Like, oh my goodness. All American had first like the story first three seasons were actually good. Football was out, but the first three seasons of like the show of the character and stuff like that good. Even though I didn't approve of how he was moving all the time, but okay, good story. After that third season, I'm like, it became unbearable to watch because like the story can't be bad and the
Hmm?
football can't be bad at the same time. It
You
can't
know
not for
what?
me. I'm sorry.
You know why I kept watching the SP? I love the drama. That shit was hilarious. I
It
ain't gonna lie,
was
especially when Spencer was with Olivia and they switched from Olivia to what's her name? Uh,
Laura.
Laura. Yeah, he was switching
Yes.
between the two. I was just like, yo, I was like, all right. But I ain't gonna lie, uh, Olivia fine as hell. Olivia
I love
fine,
Olivia.
bro. Oh my gosh, Olivia's fine as hell. Olivia is fine, man.
But this is what got me and Jordan used to talk about it. I'm like, bro, Spencer James is a toxic person to your team. You cannot be with everybody's girl and think it's cool.
Yeah,
Like
So hold on. So he didn't ask for that, first of all. Okay, they
he didn't, but
technically
that's
came to him.
terrible for my
They came to him. Okay, that's one. Okay, so he and second, him and Asher were not friends. Asher was an asshole in the first two seasons. I hated Asher.
he was
Asher was a dick.
he was
I
a
was like,
dick.
yo, I'd
Yeah, he
punch
was a
him in
dick.
the
I agree.
face. I want to
And I
punch him
thought
in
they
the
should have
face
fought.
every time.
And they should have fought. And that's what it showed real because they never fought because they all and they always got to break up. Like, no, man, let the niggas fight, man. That's how real teams
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
It's the fact that hey man, for like team, and I know it's high school, so that actually does happen. So it's kind of realistic the same way. But you can't go to her, and him, and then like, hey, and think nobody's gonna come up to you. That's what I'm saying. Like his arrogance to be like, yeah, man. So yeah, stuff happens, and you not thinking nothing's gonna happen to you is completely wild. Also, you always try to go back to your home or like your neighborhood, which is no problem. But I'm like, hey man, they sent you out for a reason. Like every time a situation happens, and then he had a fast travel system of LA. That nigga moved quicker than I had ever seen in my life.
Mm.
I he would be in Beverly Hills and Compton, and like I don't know if you ever looked up the in between time.
yeah, yeah.
It
It's
doesn't
far
make
as
sense.
shit.
It's literally
It's
not
far as shit.
possible. He
Yeah,
could
I will say
teleport.
that.
He had powers. He had for real powers. And then the football was all like I ain't gonna cap the Beverly Hills uniform and Crenshaw uniform were cold. I actually like their uniforms, but when you saw them out there like playing, like they did not recruit people that played football. And you're like,
No, they did not.
even the like
Except
you want to say the extras, like no, they
no,
don't play.
I think his. You know who they did that actually somewhat played football? It was his brother, his blood brother, like half brother or whatever. No, 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 his not. It's not his
Yeah,
real brother. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I forgot what the hell his name is, but
yeah, it was the
he
guy who
he,
was
he was
in
a
college.
quarterback. Yeah, 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 he was the quarterback. He was balling. I ain't gonna lie. He looked like he actually played. But
Yeah,
Spencer fucking yo, Spencer had me pissed the hell off. I'm like, what are you running? What are you running? That's not
and
even a post. What is that?
you, you remember when he used to go slow mo? Like this one,
Yeah.
what are we
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
doing? What are we doing? Like if you played football, you like cared about the sport. You watched that and your nerves got bad. Like you like
Yeah.
the drama. I love the drama too, but you like when it got to football teams and drama was over with. You're like, man, what the fuck going on? And then like Tay Diggs saying some shit. Like you remember when Tay Diggs was trying to hype up the crew? I was like, get
Yep.
this nigga the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I'm not playing for him. Yeah, it's like,
I'm
yeah, man, we winning tonight. Yeah, we winning tonight. Yeah, okay, on three, let's
What's
go.
it?
Okay, what the fuck? Like what?
It was definitely a not a, I wouldn't say a letdown because it was a it was a good show. I still watch it. I've watched every single season. I'm not gonna lie,
And it,
and I enjoyed every single
yeah,
season
where I'm at.
that I watched in a sense because I was just more of the drama shit. I enjoyed watching the drama bullshit. I thought it was hilarious.
it was funny. I especially how at well, Mark, have you watched it? Because I don't want to spoil it for you how some certain people get with certain people.
Wait,
Mark,
what's the name of the show?
All American.
All American.
My girl, my wife used to watch that, and honestly, I watched the clip and I was pissed off by just seeing it.
Yeah.
Shit's so unrealistic.
Is she laughing back there?
Yeah, she laughing.
I'm telling you,
All American.
it's unrealistic, but at the same time, it's just like yo, I gotta watch it. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's just
because
it
Coop got on
is.
my nerves. Coop got on
Your
my
brother
last
said it, I
nerve.
think.
But
I
but
don't
I
know.
Grandma
love the
said
Simpsons,
to
man.
give it to you because he had it long enough.
Man, yeah, Mark. If you well, I was gonna say do it because actually you can breeze through it, but spoiler. But at the end, it's just like Jordan ends up getting with like Spencer's ex, and I'm like, dang man, this is
So,
so like
so
y'all all
no,
gonna
see,
get
you
together.
can't even say it like that because if you're gonna say it like that, then he was with Asher's ex too.
True, true.
You
That
can't
no,
say it like
all
that.
of them are fucked up. All of them are wrong. All of
You
them are
can't.
wrong. And
So they call their friend group they call their friend group the what the fuck is it damn, help me out, speed. What's the name of their friend group? The Vortex. They call it the Vortex,
yeah, it was
right? And
something.
literally, Asher slept with both of the two girls in there. Spencer slept with both of the two girls in there. Jordan slept with one of the girl because he can't sleep with the other girl because it's his twin sister.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
and
Yep,
that's
then
you're explaining this right. Yep.
yeah, and then what's her name? Precious. Precious is a lesbian who sleeps with Cooper or with Coop.
Yeah, yeah.
So like them two, those are the only two. But even then, Coop and Precious
I
been
think they
sleeping
just
around with other yeah, they've been sleeping
yeah,
around
with
with other
other women.
people.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
So, like all of them are wrong, Mark. But it's just the fact that like, and it's not even Spencer. When each one gets caught, they're absolutely baffled that they got caught. They be like, "Well, what did you want me to do?" And like, and obviously it's teenagers, so like, it's just not supposed to make sense. And like, I guess my adult brain
yeah.
or our adult brain is trying to rationalize it. Like, you didn't think like you're kind of gaslighting the other person. Like, yeah, man, but you made me cheat because like I was feeling this type of way. Especially Asher. Asher always used to be like, man, I did it because I was drunk. You know, I didn't
Yeah.
know I was getting into the pussy. It was
But
it just happened.
yeah, I will say this though, it does go into a lot of like black culture and the black rights and how they get
Yeah, it
brutalized
does.
by the police and stuff like that. And then it
It does.
talks about drug abuse and stuff like
hmm
that, especially a high school kid who might be going through it. So it's really like the storyline. I enjoy the storyline. I just think the football is just cheesy as shit. Like the
Storyline is
football
good.
is really bad. Like
Yeah, I saw
it's
some of the clips from the football, and I was like, bro, what is this?
yeah, the football was really bad. I'm not gonna lie.
One of the great, it's when you get on the field, you're like, why is there so much space on the field with like
Yeah,
21?
it's like why is
That
he
don't make
open?
sense.
How is he
Yeah,
so
why?
open? It's was like,
he's too open. Like
he,
he's too open. And then Jordan is probably one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. Fake
yeah,
quarterbacks like that's
he
terrible.
just said his quarterback skill is not realistic, and then it
At
wasn't that.
all.
I was waiting for them to let him go into the NFL because Spencer went to the NFL, so why not Jordan? And then his story of why he didn't was because of a concussion. I was like, come on. I was just like, you could have let this man at
And he became a
least.
coach. Yeah,
Yeah,
let him have
at least let this
1 year.
man do a season in the NFL and maybe get hurt in the NFL and then get out.
That would make so much sense. That would been a good pay. Cool. Now he's a coach because guess what? March All American's still going on, but now it's a new set of kids. And
Well,
I don't
it's
know
the
if you
last
watched
season.
that.
This is officially
Oh,
last season. Yeah, this is the
thank
last
you
season.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you because now because Mark, this is easy to go. If you want to really laugh, look at the new kids of All American. None of them
Oh,
look
it's
at
oh my
all.
gosh.
Wait, that show's
Oh
still
my
going on?
gosh. Yeah,
Yes, this
it's
last
the last
season.
season.
Oh Lord.
That new season, this last season, all the because now it's just like Spencer comes back every so often and just like tries to mentor and stuff like that. Jordan's the head coach of I think no
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw,
Crenshaw.
yeah, Crenshaw. But like how those kids look, even if I show you, we also are pictures of when we were in high school and even probably junior high, try to look like we do something. None of those kids look like they do shit. Like at all athletically. They look like they go home, which is okay. But like you put them in pads, guess what they look like? They look like knights
Especially
of the
yo,
old republic.
he's a freaking stick. What's his name? Have you watched it?
Yeah, yeah, I watched it. Are you talking about
The
dude
new season?
cornrows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, cornrows. That man
Oh, he's a stick.
he's a
He's
stick,
a stick.
Not a stick.
bro.
He's supposed to be that nigga. He's supposed to be like no, like
Mar,
and I
he got arms like Noah. He got arms like Noah. He ain't
Oh,
got nothing on him, man. No meat, no
you
nothing.
know,
And somehow this man is the best receiver slash quarterback that lives right now in Crenshaw. Like, come on, man.
oh yeah, it's just like even though I watched a little bit of it, you probably watch more than me, Rick. But All
Yeah,
American, like, if we ever want to just do like if we can watch it on stream together and just like how a coach watch film and just stop and just like you see this right here
it's a
and just do
bullshit.
that for one bullshit. And, like we can let the drama go, but every football season of All American, nah man, that shit that shit used to hurt me because maybe I was blind and then George said, hey bro, you ever look at they fool play football and I'm like yeah, it's like okay. He's like, no, it's bad. And I'm like, it's bad. Like, the football player. I'm like, well, I mean, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. But then I had to rewatch them, and I saw specifically Spencer James run a slant route so bad that I had to go back and slow it down. Like, what in the world?
It was not
yeah.
this last season, but the season before when Spencer finally makes it to the NFL and he asks Olivia to marry him, and this motherfucker runs that same slant or that same post or some shit to catch the winning Super Bowl reception, and I was like, bro, there ain't nobody in the middle. This man was getting leveled. Like this, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing right now? At least let him jump up, like let him jump ball somebody.
It's so bad, Mark.
Mhm.
And then it's kind of worse because, like, with all the modern technology, with all the cameras and all the
Uh-huh.
ex athletes that are actors and stuff like that, and how I don't know if you'll watch Friday Night Lights, the TV series, with like, that was better football back in '04 or whatever.
Mhm.
Then it
You
was
talking about
right
Friday
now.
Night Lights with Booby? What was that? Booby Miles? Or am I thinking of a different
Yeah,
show?
no, but the TV show
Um,
Mhm.
with that was a great TV. If y'all want to go back and watch, that was really good, and that's better
I,
football. It's actually better football
I
on
ain't
the
gonna lie.
field.
I feel the same as Ajane though, Mark. I'm just too invested now. Like I have to finish watching it. Like I can't just leave it alone and be like, yeah, I watched 1 through 6. I'm not watching season 7. I'm watching season 7. It's the last season. I'm gonna watch it. You know what I
It,
mean? Like
Spencer
I
comes
can't.
second.
Huh?
No, no, you good. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah,
Because like
I just
I think I finished it. I think I finished it because I
yeah
saw that and I saw the proposal. But
I gotta watch it.
yeah,
And then
definitely.
this is the same shit as as Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf came
And I
out.
love Team Wolf.
I was
See,
locked in on
so
Teen Wolf.
this is my problem with Teen Wolf, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm dying on this hill.
Uh oh.
This dude is supposed to be the true alpha.
I
He
agree
just
with you.
get his ass kicked every
Every
fucking
every
time,
Before he
bro.
episode.
even finished, I knew what he said. Before he finished the sentence, I was like, I know what you're saying.
He gets his ass whooped every time, man. I was like, you can't
But
be
he
the true
gets up
alpha. Be
though.
getting your ass whooped
He gets
every
up.
damn time,
But then the caveat to that was like, well, he's not a killer at heart. He's trying to pull back because he doesn't.
bro.
If he lets loose, he be afraid to kill, and he might go to the center like, hey, I might not be able to come back. That's always he says like, nah, and I agree with you. Like, man, if you're alpha, just alpha, don't like beat him into the near death to where like you don't kill him. Like control it, like have that level of control, but then maybe you don't trust him. So, but just like you said, like you supposed to be winning, but also people like Mo Nine kind of shows the level of threats they're facing. We're like, hey, they're better than Alpha Wolves. The different threats like the Dread Doctors or that Nazi Wolf or that shit for what was it? It was something where it's just like it was from old time. That shit was damn near like a wolf made of smoke.
Mm,
I forgot that Scott had to fight, and it was like, okay, that doesn't make sense that you losing like Unity. But certain things were like, hey man,
mm-mm.
you should
It
be winning.
was
But it would be crazy that he'll be winning. He would lose at first, but then somehow find the strength at the end of each season, depending if it was a one-on-one, but surprisingly win at the end. I'm like, nigga, you could have
no.
just earlier.
It was so bad. Like, did you watch the movie?
Yes, I did. That movie was. I know it's bad, but I like it okay because I
It,
got to see the characters in it.
I like it because I watched it. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I thought I hated the storyline. Well, no, I didn't because I was happy she finally came back because she was
Yeah,
fine
I was
as hell
happy.
too. She was my crush back, man. But she finally came back too. So I was just like, ah, cool. What bothers me the most is that yes, he's not a killer, but that don't mean he got to be a bitch.
True,
Gotta
It's
be.
the
but
same
that
way I feel.
personality.
Yeah, it's just, but it's the same
And
way I feel about Optimus Prime. They make
I
Optimus
love that.
Prime a bitch in every single Transformers movie. He don't win. There's only
Every
one.
time,
Bro was getting
The
beat up.
only.
I was
The only. What happened?
I said that boy was getting
no,
beat
I
up
didn't even
every
say that.
movie.
What would you say?
I,
He was getting beat up every movie.
Yeah, it was the only movie that he was whooping ass was in season two. Not season two, sorry. The second one, and he was like, I'll take you all on by myself in the woods. And he was whooping
I
their
talking about
ass.
Revenge of the Fallen. Revenge of the Fall. Okay,
Yeah,
but
and
then
he
he
was
ended up getting.
whooping their ass. And then Megatron's big bitch ass comes behind him and stabs him from behind. But he was whooping everybody's ass. But this man, besides that, he was losing every fight. Every
No,
fight he
wait,
was almost dead.
wait.
Sam,
Okay.
put the cube in my chest. Just do it. I'm gonna die. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
no, but
like,
I
get
ain't
up
get.
and
But
whoop his ass. Get
he
up
was
and whoop
losing
his
to
ass.
Megatron. Like him and Megatron on the same level though. That makes sense. But also, Optimus Prime is different. How they portray Optimus Prime there might be a little bit different than they portray him in the comics and stuff. But I don't know if people watch it like that. I agree to a certain extent because I know when he lets you loose, he's a problem. But he also is like, okay, I care about life, even Autobot life, because even the people that the Decepticons against him, he always be like, hey man, we were once brothers because shit on Cybertron and shit happened at Civil War. But like, I still have respect for you, and I'm not trying to kill you, but to a certain point, I will do it if possible. Just like in at Dark Side of the Moon, when he got like, okay, sometimes he takes light, but then when he gets serious with got with the Sentinel Prime, like he ended up killing him easily, or like okay, Megatron came in kind of saved Optimus at a certain point and shot Sentinel Prime, but then Optimus finished him off. But then Megatron like, hey man, what are you without me, Prime? And then Prime said, hey man, it's time for me to find out.
Find
And
out, and then whooped his ass. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do that shit in the beginning of the movie. Don't wait to. And again, is Michael Bay, so we know how Michael Bay directs his movies. So it is what it
that's the
is.
first. Yeah,
Yes, it is what it is. What it is. But I'm tired of Optimus Prime getting his ass whooped. I'm tired of Spencer James and his bullshit, and I'm tired of Teen Wolf, True Alpha. I'm tired of it.
That True Alpha thing didn't make sense because I also hated the where like because it's sad because the True Alpha thing had a caveat to where like if you did kill, you would lose it, and I'm like
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense because if you're Alpha, you're Alpha. So I can understand
nah,
Scott's like,
but that was my thing. The True Alpha had the most strength because he refused to kill anybody. But then how's he getting his ass whooped? That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
And how you got the
yeah.
most strength, but you're getting your ass whooped every time. And I think shows like that should really think about how they portray certain characters, because it ain't nothing to allow him to like in the TV show show him learning jujitsu or learning some type of fighting stuff,
Or something,
so
yeah.
that yeah, so that now when the fights do happen, it's some real fights and he actually whooping some ass. And, like, he
And
may
Scott would
still get
probably just
beat.
be going into shit flying.
Yes, just
Just
running
like
into
I'm
shit,
here.
getting hit in the side of the head and done. Like, oh,
Yeah, I don't because I like the battles Optimus Prime had because other than Megatron, he really never Megatron still no Prime. And as of recently, I don't know if you watched the new Transformers with the like Beast Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did.
With,
I,
yeah,
I do like this iteration of Optimus Prime more than the older one, because he's more of a I don't give two shits about the human per
he's
se.
ready to kill shit. He's ready to kill some shit now.
Yeah, I don't give two shits about
Yeah,
the humans per se, but at the same time, I'm not gonna kill them. But if one of these Decepticon motherfuckers come at me, we're killing them all. And that
yeah.
was the mindset. I like that mindset from Optimus.
Okay, because I disagree. Because I like old Optimus, but it was just like one was a little bit more lighthearted. But at a certain point, like they both have their downs. Because even in the new one, he's like, okay, he was talking to the homie, good actor, I forget his name, but he opened over like, you know what? I see that not all humans are bad too. Let me kind of chill. Let me open my heart more, open up, I guess, my spark or stuff like that to the
Hmm.
possibilities. And that's where, kind of lightened it up. Where the other one was just like, eventually he became cold towards you because he came with like peace and love because that's, you know, that Civil War and stuff. We're trying to tell, hey man, we're trying to do this. And by what I forgot the first one with Mark Wahlberg, that's the one when Optimus kind of changed. We're like, man, F these humans, and y'all kind
They
of
killed Ratchet.
yeah, they
Just
killed
kill
Ratchet.
Ratchet. Yeah,
And
they
stuff.
killed
Oh, when
Ratchet.
they Ratchet, they told him, hey, where?
Hmm.
So it's two different things, and like hopefully they can kind of mesh them together. Because I never say he gets beat up a lot. I just think he pulls back, and I think it's certain that Decepticons are on the same level as a Prime or Megatron. It's just
Nah,
like
SP, he gets his ass
Transformer
whooped, bro.
scaling is different.
He gets his
It's
ass
well,
whooped.
Transformer
He
scaling
definitely
is
does.
different. That's what I'm saying. Like, because he's still one guy. It's Prime powerful, yes, at the same time, he's still able to be killed. Like he got
Bro,
killed one
Bumblebee,
time. He
what?
got killed
Nah,
others.
you can't be saying that, and then you got Bumblebee who comes in and whoops everybody's ass. Like, you
No,
can't
we
say,
don't win.
Why the side character stronger
huh?
than the main characters?
Yeah,
No,
Why
no.
Bumblebee shared an
Yeah,
Optimus
but
Prime?
Bumblebee didn't. And at the end, it was
Yes, he
Bumblebee's voice
did.
that kept him.
Bumblebee, yo,
He didn't.
every, okay. Even Dark Side of the Moon, even on Dark Side of the Moon, it was Bumblebee that was fucking up all those people during that battle at the end. Bumblebee killed like 3 of the Decepticons at the end of that battle. Optimus Prime only killed the other Prime and then Megatron at the end, but Bumblebee was whooping their ass. Bumblebee was
Okay,
even
Bumblebee's a scout and he's like a soldier. Like, hey man, go handle the little work. I'm like,
nah,
why
he
I
was
still handle
whooping
shit?
ass. And then what was it? And then the most recent one where he came back from being like semi-dead or whatever, and he
Dude,
landed.
I was
He
like,
landed
yeah,
out of the sky. He
yeah.
changed the whole course of the battle. Bumblebee, not Optimus Prime, not Mirage, not
It was
the
morale.
motorcycle girl. It was
He took
Bumblebee flying out of the damn plane, killing everything and everybody, and whooping it. Now again, I'm a huge Bumblebee fan, so
Oh yeah, I
I
see.
loved it. I loved every bit of it. But it still makes no sense that Optimus Prime is getting his ass whooped while Bumblebee is whooping everybody's ass. That's all I'm saying.
And he's facing tougher opponents, but I can respectfully disagree. But it's okay. I'm a huge
You know
Bumblebee
what?
fan. Well,
Did,
Optimus Prime is the greatest leader of all time to me. Like
did you watch
from
the cartoon series, SP?
yes, yes,
Not the
oh
old one, the newer one, the newer one.
yes. Which
Yeah.
one?
Shit.
I didn't watch that
It
new
was
one.
on Netflix. It was on Netflix. I forgot what it was. All I remember is at the end of the entire thing, Bumblebee went to save Optimus, fell inside the pool of Energon because Megatron kind of killed Bumblebee, fell inside the pool of the stuff,
Probably
got
Energon.
revived. Yeah, got the revived by the Energon, killed
How you doing?
oh fuck,
Okay.
killed him, killed Megatron, and then now he became a Prime, or he was about to become a Prime, or something like that. And I'm like, see, even Bumblebee whooping Megatron's ass before Optimus whooped Megatron's ass. I was like, come on, man.
I gotta watch that. I probably watched it, but I haven't watched it. I just try to sit.
I
That's
think it's
my
called
first.
Prime. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh wait, that came out. I remember that came. That used to come out on another network. So they added
Yeah,
to
I think
Netflix.
it
I
was
remember that.
Netflix.
I vividly remember Transformers Prime. Yeah, that's a good one. That was actually. Oh, here it is. I knew I had it. Wow. Um, but yeah, I just disagree with that. I think Optimus Prime be handling other opponents. I think because Bumblebee's a
Yeah, it was
scouting
Prime.
grunt at the end of the day, but he put in work. Like, but Bumblebee's actually worthy. I think is becoming a Prime is like uh Optimus dies, so like they can definitely
Mhm.
elevate him. Just like people don't, which hopefully they iterate it more. Because I used to be like, especially when I was a kid, I was a huge Hot Rod fan. they don't really incorporate them that much in live action no more.
Hmm.
Hopefully they add them. And I love Hot Rod, but like I love Optimus Prime. Like, that's my guy. But I see where it comes from. I just think he just face harder opponents. I don't think he get his ass whooped. But at sometimes I think he pulls his punches though. I would say that because at certain levels of ruthlessness, to where like which they're probably gonna like how the new one is. It's like, hey man, I'm really with it because like that's the prime just left Cybertron and just like he was really a war general out in the field. So like it's different from like okay the intensity of battle and now you kind of have to dial it back. That's kind of hard to do. Other than something that's where like okay I had some time to reflect and something like that. It's different iterations, obviously, probably especially the one like
Hmm.
a good comic now. I don't know if you guys are any comics. Transformers Skybound. It's one of the greatest comics of the
Hmm.
Transformers comics I read. It shows like the both sides of Optimus is like, okay, I'm really trying to kill stuff. At the same time, it's like I understand. I love this new world and I understand like humanity, but at the same time, it's like I don't want these people to keep dying and keep trying this because I'm losing my brothers. Like, well, I don't want to give up a spoiler, but like some people die in Transformers Skybound, where it really affects Optimus on real level, and he makes mistakes, owns up to them too at the same time, which that really didn't show in the Michael Bay ones. Like, hey man, show him like they put him as a very pivotal figure. Like he's not above reproach. Like he doesn't make mistakes up until like the last one or the one with Mark Wahlberg. Where okay, I made a mistake with some stuff. Oh, but the first two, it's like, yeah, man, we just okay, we're gonna work with these humans stuff like that. So I like the optimism where like okay, he makes mistakes, owns up to, it, but also fixes it at the same time, apologizes, and like the inner workings of the crew aren't like we just strictly follow Optimus. Like we have an opinion too, because his form of leadership is a little bit different than how they portray in the book. Well, I'm going to go on about this, but like it's how they portray his leadership style in the movies is different, I guess overall, but it's different aspects of Optimus. Still one of the greatest leaders of all time, but I just think he kind of pulls his punch more. I don't think he gets. Oh yeah, he gets that too, but like I just think he just faces stronger opponents in Bumblebee. Like facing 100 grunts and the two guys who lead the 100 grunts is like two different things. Because Optimus can lay waste too, but it's just a different how. Like, but he's like, okay, I got y'all to do that, and I go handle the big guys. It's like how anime you got an anime crew where like how Luffy faces the big guy, and then like everybody else faces the people, but they're not strong because obviously the big guy is independent. But I mean, everybody gets this way. But I just really get that one though. But great, but also the new ones are for sure good animated. Like that Beast one was good. Yeah, I think that was the last one because there's supposed to be a GI Joe Transformers crossover, which happens soon.
Yeah,
Do
that's
I
why
think
the
it's gonna
last
happen?
one was. That's why the last movie brought dude into it.
Now, do I think that's going to happen? Uh, hope yes, but it's been like 5 the last one, so
It's supposed to happen.
that's that. Because when
Uh,
that happens, I'm gonna be in the theater. I'm pre-ordering them tickets. When that, that's like GI Joe. I used to watch a lot of GI Joe too, and that first movie was fire. Second one was terrible. And you because I think Rick said, yeah, man, GI Joe Renegade was better than Speed Racer. I'm like, you're lying. Don't do that.
which one
Don't do
was
that.
that?
What
The second
what
one?
SV actually admitting a
Yeah,
movie was
yeah,
bad?
yeah.
No,
Not
I
actually
said
retaliate.
no, 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 no. I said the second GI Joe was trash. It's probably the worst movie of all time. I have never, and I left the movie theater trying to get my money back, and I don't ever do that. I
Ooh.
left the movie theater
You
trying
say
to
it
get
was
my money
better than
back because
Speed
how.
Racer though.
No, Speed Racer is better than that. But I said it's on
Okay, I'll
the
see that.
same level. It's on the same
Okay,
level as Speed Racer. It is definitely on the same level as Speed
That's
Racer.
that's
But
pretty bad.
yeah, it is beyond trash. It is beyond trash.
yeah,
So
it's sorry, not Renegade. It was GI Joe Retaliation. So that's the one with the Rock. Yep.
yeah. The first one was better than Speed Racer. The first GI Joe was better than Speed Racer.
I'm not
The
mad at that.
second GI Joe was beyond garbage. Beyond garbage.
Yeah, that first. Because the second one, because even Mark, did you watch it?
Which
The
one?
second GI Joe.
No.
The second GI Joe movie.
No, no.
Spoiler alert.
Don't
Like,
watch it. You don't
don't
need
watch
to.
it.
I
Don't watch
yeah,
it. Like,
I don't
they
think I
killed
was gonna
Duke
watch it.
off. They killed Duke. That didn't even make sense. Like they want to promote The Rock as the main character, but like you killed the guy that was in the first one. Like, come on, man. Like it was. I don't know. I hated that because I was so hyped when it came out. And then when I saw it, I'm like, you never been a kid. Well, I was a kid
How
watching
do
it,
you
like
how do
mad.
you kill Channing Tatum? He's the main character.
Character, the main character. You gonna kill him?
How do you kill him?
It was so. And then Marlon didn't return because like they were like, well,
Yeah.
got the reason behind it. I was like, man, he was comedic relief and he was cool.
Yep. Nah,
He
man,
just, he was
bullshit.
cool.
Bullshit,
Yeah,
bro.
it was,
You asked me, it was bullshit.
no, it was yeah, that's one of the worst movies that I saw in my theater. That and the first iteration of Josh Whedon's iteration of the Justice League. I hated that. I hated that with a
DC movies were just trash back in the day.
Yeah.
But the best ones
passion.
were the Batmans, were the three Batmans.
Have you rewatched Superman Returns? Superman Returns is actually pretty good. When I rewatched them,
That's with what's his name that plays
Brandon, Brandon's not Brandon Fraser, but it's Brandon Ross. Brandon Ross, Superman.
hold on.
It came out in 2008, I think. It's not eight. It's
Brandon Ross.
Ross Superman.
Ooh, I'm about to crash. I'm
I
about
think
to
it's
crash.
Ross. I don't know if it's Ross. It's either Ross or Ross.
It's Superman Returns, right?
Yeah, Superman Returns.
Returns.
Ross.
Brandon Ross. I didn't like his Superman. I like the other one. What's the one after that?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that one.
2012 Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yeah, that one I liked. I like that one.
Mad at that. But it's just like I think he received some hate that he didn't deserve. Because, like I think people go back and watch the Brandon Ross Superman. It's like it's actually pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Now my favorite Superman is Smallville because I guess I grew up watching Smallville. But I love
See, you know what?
that
I'm
series.
glad you brought that up. Smallville can kiss my ass just like the rest of them.
Dang, not
Because
Smallville
how
too.
the hell do you wait to the last episode of the entire franchise
Why?
to show that Superman can fly? You
But
had this man running, huh?
no, well, sorry, cut you off, but initially the creator said, sadly he came out. This was like '99 when the series dropped. I would say, or '99, 2000, not '99, but whenever the series started, he said Superman will never fly. He's not gonna fly in the series because it's like a prequel. So it's like, and people just like you were mad, like, what do you mean he's not gonna fly? But it's also like. It's like they didn't want him to fly because I think it's just a lot of stuff that goes into it, and like that can solve problems, even though he has super speed, so it's kind of like the same thing. But I guess they said he will never fly. The creator said that Smallville. So they saved it up until the last episode. It's like, okay, cool, he's finally Superman, he's flying now. But I understand it. But that's like initially when the show came out first season before he said, yeah, our Superman is never going to fly. Like they came out the gate saying that. Now is it stupid? Yes, but hey, it is what it is. That.
You know what? It's not even. He didn't have to fly the whole series. I'm
No,
not
that's
saying
why they
that.
saved it for once. The last
The-
season finale especially.
But
It's
that
stupid.
in itself is a problem, bro. Okay, so for the last season, right? The last season, he's in Metropolis. He's working with the paper. So and he's pretending to be. And he's messing with Lois Lane, and he's pretending to be who he is. He should be flying in a couple of those episodes, man. Like, don't wait till the very last episode. And you don't even. It's not even that. You don't even show him flying. You show his shadow flying. That was the icing on the cake. That messed up the entire generation of Smallville. You had this man. You didn't even show him flying. You showed his shadow flying. And I'm
Hey,
like,
I'm not
I was
disagreeing.
like,
It didn't make sense at the end because they went longer than they were supposed to, but they kept getting renewed and like people kept watching it. So it's like Fast and Furious. Like what's the somebody said on Mad TV or some cartoon said, y'all keep looking at it, we'll keep making them.
no,
But it
it
got
definitely made sense. I was just pissed at the flying aspect of it because Superman can fly. So that's a problem. That's a problem for me. You wait till the very last episode to show it, and then you don't even show him flying. You show his shadow.
I
A
I think
shadow.
they should that series a little
Yes,
bit quicker.
Mark. It's like you're looking. The sun is shining from above. You're looking down, and you see a bird flying through the sky. Through you see the shadow from the bird in the sky. That's exactly what it looked like, except it was just a person's shadow.
Because I
And I
think
was like,
he had to catch a plane too, but they didn't show him catching it. They showed his shadow doing it, and they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm
Oh
like,
my
bro,
"Okay."
goodness.
It's like,
Mark,
yeah,
I promise you, I've even gone back multiple times and watched the whole Smallville series because I loved it. I loved the
I love
entire series.
Smallville. Love
I loved the
Smallville.
series. I just did not enjoy the fact that they did not let this nigga fly. Like, it just made no sense to me. It irritated me so much, and it shouldn't have, but it did. It's the
But that's
same
why
with
I said it
Spencer
made it
James.
go on too long.
Huh?
No, that's why I said they made it go on too long because the original aspect. That's why I think they kept getting renewed. because like people kept watching like this extended, just like Arrow, like it should have been ended. It should have ended before it got to like bad seasons, in my opinion. Because if it's a prequel, show the prequel, and then like show him graduate, like after he graduated either high school or college in the series, probably college, and then in the series. And if you want to start him like in Metropolis for real, and like at the Daily Bugle, he's Superman now. He should be flying, and we should see it like that. The
Guess it's
way
not.
Smallville was intended, it was a prequel to where like it shows him in Smallville and how he maneuvers, learns his powers and stuff like that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It got to
I'm,
the point when he was in college, he graduated college, he was a grown man, he was like 25, something like that.
yeah,
And the
I
Daily
agree
Bugle
with
was like,
that.
dude,
They could have
Superman.
changed the name to like Smallville: The Rise of Superman or something like that.
That's it. That's all I'm with. And then like, cause you made it
Yeah.
extend to where like he's actually a superhero now, but you're not letting him fully be Superman. You're still keeping him
Yeah.
like hiding. Like, no, let him be Superman because now he's 23 and like
Hmm.
out of college. So they extended too much, but at the same time they kept getting money for it and they kept getting renewed. It was like the Flash and Arrow ended like they ended like way they well not ended. They went on longer than expected, longer than they were supposed to, because the writing just got bad. The power set was cool and seeing new stuff, but that power like stuff got very bad. Like the villain of the week stuff like it kind of got played out. Writing got bad, especially for Lois. Not the Flash. Iris got on my nerves.
What's that? What's that? I know we're about to end in a few minutes, but hold on. See if I can. Oh shit. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting killed by freaking zombies.
Mm.
Uh,
CW had
what it is?
man.
What is? What is it? What is
I
it?
think
What is it?
CW ended now. I don't know. Let me text Jordan real quick. 'Cause I know Rick, you about to dip out, right? You should be
Yeah,
gone.
I
It's
believe he should
four.
Yeah,
be gone.
just now. I'm just trying to find something. Look on where's it at?
But if anything, Mark, if you, I suggest if you ever want to like watch some live action, watch Friday Night Lights, the series, the TV series, and then Smallville. Smallville is a great watch. I ain't gonna say that. Like, I rewatch Smallville every year. Every year I watch it.
Not Smallville every
Go
year.
ahead. I watch that every year. Sometimes multiple times. Sometimes multiple times.
That's
But I
fair.
think they got like
I'm probably gonna definitely have to watch that football series.
wait, you gonna
Oh,
check out player like
Yeah, I might have to.
you talking about All American?
No, not all American. No, definitely not.
uh Friday Night Lights. Watch Friday Night Lights. That's a better story, better football.
Oh, that's what it is. Brightburn. Have you guys watched Brightburn?
Right,
Is that the horror Superman?
Yeah,
I heard it
that
was good, but I have
that
not.
shit. No, that shit is good. It's if
Weren't they
Superman
supposed to
would
do
have,
Universe?
huh?
Weren't they supposed to do Universe like a Wonder Woman movie was supposed to come out like that, something like that? In my ass, they're supposed to do a Universe of Brightburn. That's what I heard when it first came out.
I don't know. I know that this man, it's really what it would have been if Superman was a villain. If Superman would, excuse me, if Superman would have been born a villain, it brings it into light, and this shit, it's good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's really, really good.
definitely gonna have to watch it then.
Yeah, it's really good. I watched like at first when I was watching, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I saw there's a part in there where he actually finds his spaceship. He finds out he's his spaceship. Woo! Motherfucker goes crazy. He goes
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
the Brightburn, and then yeah, and these some good recommendations. The Smallville, Brightburn, Friday Night Lights. Trying to say, hey, Mark, well, no, I say do not. Actually, Mark, just so we can talk about it maybe one day, watch G.I. Joe Retaliation and see how bad that is.
Start
Just watch it.
Bring it.
watching bad movies on purpose.
Yes, but bring what you're trying to get.
Yeah, just watch. That's actually a good segment. Watching
Sorry.
bad movies on screen. This is like, see how bad is that movie? Like, they got something where like, man, this didn't make no sense. Like a couple of them will be a couple Fast and the Furious movies for sure. For sure, it was like two of them. Man. It's sad now because TV not even the same no more. Everything on streaming. You don't people don't even tune in like 7 o'clock. You gotta tune in to CW because this certain show
Nice
coming
to
on.
meet
I used to
you.
be glued to the
I'm
TV.
Max.
Damn, they got 1,000 pages on this. Jesus. All right, Ricky's got to get out of here. So let's get that outro in.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of XP and BS podcast. No, this episode a little bit different today, and I guess a lot of nostalgia filled um pop culture topics with TV shows. But thank you guys for joining. Please tune back next week. We're probably gonna try this time again next week. If not, we'll let you guys know earlier ahead of time. We apologize about that. But thank you guys for joining. This is always we got Mark the Sensei, we got MLS Rick, we got SP Jordan, the Supreme, the Sean, and RJ. Thank you guys for joining. You guys have a great day and a great week. And again, you guys just keep pushing forward, and every day is a new day. And just hope everybody has a great week coming up. Thank you all for joining. Goodbye.
Catch y'all later.
Catch you.
Later.